Well, hey, baseball fans, Christopher here. Thanks for checking out the game between the JV2 Hays Hawks and the Westwood Warriors. And the first pitch from Madden hit deep to center field, caught by Cohen Ball. And it was a hammer and a good way to start for that Westwood offense. Madden on the mound pitching. Hays came out yesterday, had one game, won 6-4, and a doubleheader back-to-back today as batter number 2. In the box, a left-hander. And a high outside ball 1. Number 6 in the box and lets ball number 2 by his ankles come on by, and it's a 2-0 count for Madden. From the windup, 14 delivers, a swinging strike, found the strike zone that time. 2-1, and the sun in full form out here at Austin High, home of the Maroons, one of the older schools around the area with all the growth happening. It's one that has a lot of history, and the second strike in a row against the batter on the books. 2-2 pitch. Outside. No, strike over the edge. Got him looking. And 1 out down. 2 outs. The pop out and the strikeout. 1 to go as Madden collects some fist bump in the glove style from his second and third baseman. Batter number 3, a right-hander. Takes a swing at this one. It'll go right to second base. Clean ground. Easy throw to first, and that'll end the top of the 1. And the Hawks will bat next. Bottom of 1, lead off for the Hawks. Number 2, Cohen Ball, the center fielder, had that pop out a minute to go. And he is being pitched to by Nick Jones, the starter on the mound for the Warriors. Cohen's had good at-bats so far to start this season. A bat on the ball at all 3 at-bats yesterday. And the first pitch inside, may have nearly clipped his hat, squatted down. Decided that had too much velocity on to wear. 1-0 pitch from Nick. Found it. Third base, right to the glove. Line throw, low, and missed. A pass ball. Cohen will take 2 and can stand up on it and has 2 bases on the error. Batter number 2, the second baseman, Devin, number 1, a right-hander as well. Second base moves over to try to hold Cohen on. Good looking pitch and a foul. Behind us to the right to the ditch. So Jones has found an early strike in the count here on Devin. Showing bunt. And holds it there, lays it down the first base line. Pitcher races over. First base comes off. And there was nobody to throw it to. Cohen gets all the way to 3. And runners on the corner in a successful bunt attempt by Devin. Cohen in scoring position as Caleb Garcia. A lefty shows bunt as well. And a step off. And Devin acts like he wants to go. He's going to get himself into a pickle now. And they're going to try to get the run at home. Cohen tried to dodge it, and that'll be out for moving the base path, I think, and got him in the face. And so, good play by Westwood. Heads up, trying to get that run home. And they lost the runner, and Coach Lopez, they're going to have a talk now that he didn't successfully step off the bag, and so Cohen will go back to third, it looks like, as this is discussed by the field ump. Well, so a ruling is going to keep Cohen off after a long discussion, about 3 or 4 minutes long, trying to figure out did he step off or not, but he made a move towards third base and then came back to first, and so they're going to allow the out. Outside pitch on Caleb. So Devin out there on 2, and a strike there looking. Nick delivers high and clipped and fouled back. 1-2 the count. Nick checks second base over his shoulder. From the stretch, delivers low and hit by fielded by shortstop, checks 3, threw 1, but too late, and had to check that lead runner, but both men safe aboard. In the 4-hole, 2-5, Santi, and he can slug it. Nick delivers the first pitch, a good-looking shot right down the pipe, and Santi watches it perhaps to gain a little tempo test. 1-strike stretch, and a check to first, throw, and tag not quite there. Good-looking play by both sides. Nick checking the pitch for the pitch he wants. Delivers this one low, got him swinging, and he's got 2 on him now. 0-2 with guys on 1 and 3. And right down the pipe, got him looking. And nothing for Santi at that at bat. 2 gone now at the bottom of 1. Jaden Marshall, the next man up for the Hawks, trying to RBI with a base hit here with 2 on him. And a strike at the bottom of the zone to start this one. Nick's done a good job opening with strikes, and 2 there. And the Hawks having a little trouble early in this one, hitting off Jones. 2-strike count. 1 more would end it. And he found it, fouled it off just over the first base dugout and stays alive. 2 strikes on the batter. And found right up the alley. Pitcher makes a good grab, and he's going to underhand this one over for the routine out. That ends the inning. We're tied at 0. We'll go to the top of 2. So top of 2, Westwood back up. Number 20, right-hander, as Madden stays on the mound and comes from the windup low. Batter has enough patience to let that one come on past. Hawks had a number of guys on in the bottom of 1 and just couldn't get home, so good on Westwood for getting out of that one as the inside ball 2 pitch comes past the batter's midsection. 20 the count. And this one high and fouled back behind us, and the first strike on the card. 2-1 from the windup, right down the alley, hit to third base, collected clean, a little collection in the glove, and over to first base for the routine play at 1. The long ace Escamilla over there at first base, a big target. Batter number 2 fouls this one back right over our heads, straight behind us. 0-1, wind up. Warriors still looking for base runners. Inside, ball dropped funny into the zone and got 8 on perhaps a bit of a breaking ball. 2 strikes the count, and fouled, went down and dug for that one, stayed alive. Strike zone gets a little bigger with 2 strikes. And this one, same pitch as the last time, but didn't elevate, perhaps from the start, and dropped too soon on the curve. 1-2. Inside, beamed him, and the hit by pitch will lead to a Warrior base runner. So 1 on here in the top of 2, and Madden has some content to check over his shoulder now. From the stretch, delivers right down the pipe for strike 1. 0-1 on the right-hander, a throw to first, and runner gets back with no problem. Stayed up. I know you can't see it quite here in the picture, and we're looking through a couple chain links there, so perhaps that's why I'm talking, and you'll take my word for it. From the stretch, 14 works. Delivers, hit, nice line drive, but right to shortstop. Got to get him back to 1 and got the double play. And it was hit off the bat with some velocity. Unlucky for Westwood, right to where the shortstop was. Didn't have to move much and got the double play to end the inning. Scoreless here as we start the bottom of 2. Third baseman Nathaniel Salas in the box and lets an outside pitch climb across the edge of the plate for strike 1. Nick Jones remains on the mound and zips one, a high pitch. Catcher will have a chance at this one as it went sky high, and no problem for 8 as he's got the first out on the pop-out foul. And perhaps some extra credit deserves Cooper for looking up into the sun, which is nearly right where that baseball was. Right-hander, Roel Vargas takes a cut at that one, tried to hold off on it, but I don't know that it would have mattered anyway as the ball was in the strike zone. And he's got an early strike in the at-bat. Jones from the stretch. Outside, and he lets this one go wisely for a 1-1 count. Nick throwing from the stretch pretty much all day. And this one, a strike swinging, and he's got 2 now. 1-2 on the leadoff here and fouled right back at us. Four delivers and got him swinging. So number 15, Mateo, with 2 outs. Here is first at bat. And he'll take his chances facing the formidable Nick Jones. Lets this one go for a ball outside nearly in the dirt. I don't think Jones has been behind in the count with any batter today. At least not by much, but he's 2-0 here. Teo showing patience in the box as he lets this one stay high for ball 3. So 30 the count on Teo. And this one right in the strike zone. He had the equity to lay off if he wanted, but now does have that first strike and things get a little bit more serious. Jones delivers. This one's fouled out of play over to the hitting zone area, and the count is now full. So right field looking lively after that foul that direction. A heater and another shot the same way. And Teo battling, but hadn't quite caught up to the speed yet. So pitch number 7 or 8 at least. And this one's in for a looking strike, and that ends the inning. And Nick Jones showing his stuff yet again. We'll go to the top of 3. Number 3, the right-hander for Westwood. Going to be the first man up to see if he can do something about this scoreless game. And this one's hit high, foul behind us as well. The area right behind us has collected its share of baseballs today with these speedy pitches. 1 strike count. High clipped foul. So 2 foul balls to start as this pitching battle ensues, and a looking strike 3 puts the first one down. Number 2, Nico, next man up for Westwood, also a right-hander. From the windup comes Madden. Found it, hit foul down the first base line. Channel. From the windup, 14 works, low, and batter holds off wisely. And a 1-1 count here. Next pitch, inside, and a swivel of the hips from 2. Keeps him in the box instead of on base, can't blame him. 21 the count. Delivery on its way, and a swinging strike there evens things up at 2-2. So the battle here continues, and a low pitch, check swing, 3-2 full count. Both catchers today doing a good job keeping any pass balls from happening. Except right there, we get one on the walk, and one of the few walks we've seen today as Madden breathes deep and shakes that one off. Runner on for the Warriors. So number 10, a good-sized youngster in the box. And a check over at 1, throw, swipe, safe. And that good routine step-off throw to first. We've seen a couple times today. Hadn't led to any outs, but sure makes for good baseball. Madden got something on his mind now, checking over his shoulder. And delivers high, check swing there, good idea. And caught me sleeping on the camera. Madden worked quick. No dice as he tries to get that first base runner. So 1 ball count. And down the strike zone, and then trying to get to the first base, but overthrown, error there. And can't see exactly through the chain link fences. I'd imagine right field went over and got that, tried to stop the bleeding, but the Hawks pay for one on the errant throw. And I thought that was a strike, but I guess a ball called. So it may be 2-0 instead of 1-1. Runner on the top. And this one does drop into the strike zone. So 21. Duck on the pond at second. And clipped foul right over our heads yet again. Ricocheted off of Santi's gear. Even at 2. Still looking for runs from both sides. Good looking pitch there, and this one swung and hit foul to stay alive. Madden checks second and was going to go and decided not to. Delivers home this time, low and outside to make the count full. Madden started 2-0, then climbed back in. And this pitch may be the difference. And a hit ball to the gap. Cohen trying to work from center field and misses it over his head. Got himself in position but misjudged the depth. And the first run of the day is going to be in for Westwood. Tie broken open with a 2-run RBI. And Westwood offense comes up big. So we may be back up to the top of the order here for Westwood as number 15. I think we may have seen him before. Back up at bat. And inside pitch, and Santi holds the runner who thought about trying to get over to 3, who's on 2 right now, trying to add to this lead. Madden comes home with it, and ball stays just elevated enough to stay out of the strike zone. So 2-0 as Lee digs in the dirt a bit on the mound. And inside pitch hit in the back. And 15 will get on base with the second hit by pitch of the morning, or close to afternoon, but not there yet. Warriors in business. So a small chat between catcher-pitcher as Westwood's catcher up to bat now with the left-handed stick in his hands. Left-handers have that sun a bit in their eyes, but up and out of having to look right into it. Runners on 1 and 2. Low pitch hit though, right to the gap. Cohen trying to make a play, won't get there in time, and then it gets past him again. And a throw over to 3 in the air, caught. The bases are loaded for the first time today, I believe with just 1 out. A 2-0 lead for the Warriors, and they are busting the bottom of the 3rd inning wide open. A pinch runner for the catcher. Comes over to 1, and time called there by the batter. Put back in play, and Madden got his work cut out for him. Opens up with a low zone strike. 0-1 stretch. Same pitch, but this time too low, and things even up. So play at any base here for the Hawks, and swung at the inside pitch. Ball gets away, but nobody going. A count of 12 for Lee. And from the stretch, he delivers low. 2-2. Yeah, correction from that earlier score, just a 1-run in, and a foul ball there. So 2 strikes on the pitcher batter, Nick, as he hangs in there. Inside, fouls it back and keeps alive. Sitting here on the first day of March, and we got the weather starting to warm up. Had a bit of brisk temperatures the last 2 days and wet. And so a good day today. This one hit on the ground. Short stop will get it as it RBIs the run. And no outs there. So just like the Warriors drew that one up, scored the run, kept the bases loaded, and the pinch runner comes in for Nick on one after the base hit. Next batter, a right-hander, steps back a bit and lets the strike come on by. 1 strike count. Hawks in need of outs. And a foul ball there, so a good start for Madden. 0-2. And no breeze here today as Santi calls for time. Temperatures hanging right about 55 degrees, so pretty pleasant as these guys are missing school for the 2nd day in a row. Hoping, crossing their fingers, they're getting all their assignments taken care of and don't have to recover too hard. And this one hit low. Madden will race over, try to cut the run at home, and the tag there, but did step on the base, so he's safe. Could have just tried to put a foot on the base to catch it as the force was there, but Santi couldn't get it. And he's getting an earful from the dugout now.
He's got to have his foot on the base, though. Keep going, Hank.
So back-to-back results for the at-bats. Runs scored, bases staying loaded, and pitch that nearly crossed the inside of the plate but just didn't, maybe stayed high for ball 1. So 3-0 the score with 1 out here at the top of 3. And Madden pitches low in the zone for strike 1. So batter asking for a clean of the base. Umpire happy to oblige and use his shoe to do so. From the stretch. Madden delivers low again, and this one too low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Madden exhales as he delivers this one, found right to that shortstop spot. Play made at 2, and then the throw won't have enough velocity to get over at 1. In fact, it goes on past. Runner's going to come on home. Throw is there to Santi, and he can't collect it. And it scores there, and more bases perhaps being taken in between first and second. Runner was out at second anyway, just didn't come off the bag in time. And we're happy to be confused over here. So just 1 out made, but 2 runs scored. And the Westwood offense still up. Creative strategy, see if you can get the same player out twice in the same play. But they didn't buy it. And fouled off is this one. Ricochets off the trunk of the tree. So runners on, single runner on 2. High pitch for ball 1. 1 of 1. And a high shot to the gap. Shallow. Left field calls off short and ends the inning with the pop out. All 5 runs scored here in the bottom of 3. 1 man stranded. A lot of bleeding, though, for the Hawks. So Jose, number 7, leading off for the Hawks here and going to try his darndest to see if he can't do something about that 5-run onslaught that the Warriors put on. And pitch number 2, a swinging strike on the outside. Nick Jones continuing to work from the stretch. Outside pitch, didn't get him this time, and it evens the count at 1-1. So Jose holds off the outside pitch and is ahead now, 2-1. Jones with a little bit of a pause there, and this one's popped up high, foul behind us. 2 on each side of the count. As Jose continues to battle, takes this one for a line drive shot towards short. Gonna have to run it out. Ball is thrown, but not in time, and the first lead-off runner aboard 1. First baseman Ace, lefty, watches the first pitch come on by for strike 1. 0-1 as Ace shows the bunt. Third base creeps in and fouled as it hit Ace's body. So 2 strikes on the batter. And Nick comes home inside. Ace lets it past in the first ball. 1-2 count as Jones checks one, steps off, but doesn't throw this time. And Jones will come on home with it this time, but it's low, and the count even now at 2 as they shows some resilience. Hawks have had runners in scoring position a couple times today, has not been able to capitalize on it. This one swung and hit foul over the left side, one of the few third base side foul balls we've had today. And of course that's largely because we haven't had a ton of left-handed batters today. Jones from the stretch, found foul by Ace. So Ace continuing to battle. This one low, but struck out. Low part of the zone, got him looking. And the top of the order up for the first time again today. Cohen playing that center field spot. Cohen's last at bat, grounded over to third base, and then the error on the throw got him over to 2 as Jones will step off and recollect. Cohen all of 5 feet tall, so the strike zone pretty small here. And he swings and reaches for this one, ill-advised. So a gift from the batter to Nick. One strike, and this one fouled back, and 2 strikes early on in the at-bat. This Austin High complex, one of the few grass fields the Hawks will play on this year. Everything primarily feeling like it's going artificial. Throw over to first, good look, but not in time, and Jose still over there on 1, who led off the inning. And another shot, and a good-looking tag, but Jose back in time. Field ump telling the Warriors they got to be inside their dugout. Keep an order around here. 0-2 count on Cohen. Pitch. Off the glove, and Jose will round 2. And Cohen could have taken that one to have 2 guys on. Of course, bruises are painful, and it's easy to say that from behind the fence. Cohen lives to see another one high over his head for a ball. We're even at 2 in the count. Runner on second and fouled back. This one likely would have been a ball, but another reach for Cohen. Not sure how long that bat is in his hand, but he extended the go-go gadget arms and got it. So we stay at 22. And a low outside pitch for ball 3 to make the count full. So Jones, knowing he'd gotten Cohen to swing at a couple in that same spot, hoping he could get him again to end him. And he'll try again, and Cohen will walk. So Devin holds off pitch number 1 at the at-bat for an outside ball. Jones had a chat with Coach a moment ago and has a runner behind him at 1 and 2. He'll check 2, come home, and throw a strike. 1-1, hit foul. 1-2 on Devin, the second baseman. Jones comes home with it, stays high, patience, and 2-2 the count. Cohen Jose still out on the pond, and a looking strike there to strike Devin out. Not the kind you want to go out by. 2 strikes, that strike zone's got to get a little bit bigger, and you got to stay a little hungrier. And unlucky there, as 2 outs now on the card as Caleb steps up. The left-hander for the second time today, and he will take a crack at the first pitch, hit to second base. Should be an easy play out 1, and it is. And it ends the Hawks here in what I believe is the bottom of 3. The scoreboard says 4, but I think we're headed to the top of 4 now with a 5-0 Westwood advantage. So top of 4, and I think I solved the discrepancy with the scoreboard in that Westwood's the visiting team, but they have given the score to the home team, which of course says Maroons as we're at Austin High, and so perhaps that's why They think we're in the top and we're really in the bottom, and vice versa. This one hit to third base, and Nathaniel will throw him out at one. A good-looking play from corner to corner for the first out. So from the windup, Madden works and result a foul ball just over first base. So 0-1 windup. Hit this time, it'll go right to short. Grounded clean, throw over to one in time for out number 2. So 2 batters up, 2 outs made, and a good start for the Hawk defense. As Madden will continue to work from the windup and deliver. This one popped up. Shortstop will have a play at it. And cleanly grabbed, and fast work for the Hawk defense. And they need some offense now in a bad way. Santi, the leadoff batter here in the bottom of 4. Let's see if he can't jumpstart things, and he checks on the outside pitch, but it's a strike across the edge of the plate. A nod of the head from Jones, the pitcher, says he likes it, hit right back to him, unlucky, and he'll just hustle over for the underhand routine out over to the first baseman, number 20. Number 16, the right-hander Jaden Marshall, up for the second time this morning, and he takes this one for a ride right over second base, but right field right there to catch it. So unlucky placement, and a quick 2. Westwood trying to pace what the Hawk defense just did a moment ago. Third batter of the inning up. The right-hander, 24, the third baseman Nathaniel cranks one foul deep over the right field fence. So no balls yet for Jones this inning, and he continues the streak with a strike down the zone. 0-2 on Nathaniel, 1 strike away from the Warriors getting out of this one. And clipped, foul, nope. Oh, and then caught, sure. Third strike, clipped into the glove, ends the inning. Westwood continuing to flex. So start of 5, and an inside pitch, hit 15, and he'll walk to first. Perhaps wincing a little pain. That ball may have struck his arm, which you know didn't feel good. First man aboard for the Warriors. So not the start Madden wanted, but he hangs in there from the stretch. He'll work. Left-handed batter. He'll go throw over to 1. Good throw, good catch. Tag made, but not in time. Madden comes home, and this one inside. Ball 1. 6 is Cooper, the catcher, I believe. And maybe his third time up today. This one hammered right to second base. Devin checks 2, throws it over for their working try for the double play, and they've got it. How about the defense from the Hawks on that one? Pitcher Nick Jones alive in the box, the right-hander, and this one low inside, ball 1. He lets it come on. 1-0 wind up. Down the pipe, the low part of the zone. Nick lets this one come on by, but for a strike. 1-1, wind up. Hit deep center. Cohen will have to make a play on it. Races to his left and has it to end the inning. And the Hawks have 3 outs with some quick work. Time running out, playing an hour and 40, I believe. And so they've got probably about 20 more minutes to do something about this 5-0 deficit. So bottom of 5 as Vargas steps in. And going to see if he can't do something about the shutout that Westwood has been pitching. Jones staying on the mound. Would love to see his pitch count today, probably up near 80 pitches or so, I would think, but doesn't seem to be losing any steam as he throws this one low outside for ball 1. Vargas watches the outside pitch for ball 2. Ahead in the count is Rowell. Jones comes home, gets him swinging. A good one to swing out, couldn't connect. So 1-2. High, and he chased it. Nick using every direction in the batter's box, or in around the zone, I mean. See if he can't get these batters to chase. Couldn't get him there, and he's got a full count. Continuing to work from the stretch. And this one hit high. Left field will have a chance at it. And makes the grab for the first out. Number 15, Mateo. In the box in the right side. Or as a right-hander, rather, and lets the outside pitch. which is where Nick has started with a lot of his at-bats, trying to work that outside away from the batter, see if he can get him chasing one with a long bat. So 1-0. This one time he comes right across the plate, so Teo has to swing, but still couldn't connect with the speed. 1-1 stretch, right down the plate, and the bat never reached it, it didn't look like. And so 2 swinging strikes, and he needed to swing at them. Another nod of the cap shows Jones likes this one low and outside. Teo wouldn't chase it though, and we're even at 2. Pretty scenery, downtown Austin, over our left shoulder, and the train whistle blowing, and an outside pitch struck Teo out looking, and it found the edge. 2 down for the Warriors. Jose up and got on base last time, and this one starts in the strike zone, working the outside edge of the plate, and it's being successful. 1 strike count, high and outside. 1-1 with 2 outs and no runs. And swung perhaps early, and a strike. 1-2 pitch, what will Jones throw? And it drops. A little curve on it, but too soon. And Jose stays off. Even at 2. Delivery, check swing, got him. Not sure if he came around or held off, but the ball may have been over that outside edge. It's been deadly, and it's gotten a lot of Hays batters. Reliever, number 5, the sophomore, Ryder Grip, on the mound now, right-hander. And from the windup, he'll work his first pitch high of the ball game. Batter, number 20, the first baseman, lays off of that one as it stayed up in the attic for ball 1. Top of 6, another high pitch, and Ryder will have to finish down. Not sure he meant to miss high both those times. Santi remains the catcher. Grip comes home with it, and this one's still a bit high, brought it down, but all 3 balls up above the zone. 30, and this one drops in for strike 1. So batter making Ryder throw a strike to him before he pulled the trigger on the bat. He'll take this one foul over the oak. So first batter for Grip shows a full count, and this one hit third base. Good clean backhand all the way over to 1. Ace has the grab and the out on the books. Number 8, Andrew, the right-hander, gonna take on Grip. Takes the first one, bunts it. A scoop there by third base. Rocket throw, got him, and third base, earning his position on the roster. So Salas showing he can ball over there at third base. And this one in the low part of the zone for strike 1. From the windup comes Grip, swung high, foul. And that bat had too much speed for that ball to just do what it did. So must have just hit the top of it, drove it into the ground, and rolled all of 10 feet. So a couple strikes on the batter. Hawks looking for just one more. And this one hit, and it is going to go foul. It was close, left field moving on it, but a good battle from 7. 2 strike count. Grip from the windup. Delivers low, got him swinging, caught it, and the out recorded. So here in the 6th inning, both clubs electing to go with a reliever. Now on the mound, the right-hander, Nico Koa. And the bottom of the order up for the Hawks, Ace, lays off the first outside pitch for ball 1. So both relievers opening with balls on their first pitches. 2, comes home, Ace swings, perhaps a bit early, misses the ball for strike 1. 1-1 count for the first baseman, and he lets this one hit about an inch in front of his toe for ball 2. And Nico working with a little more pace than his predecessor did, and so it's catching me almost off guard. Ace takes a swing. It looked early again to me and misses it. And we'll keep the shot rolling here as the next pitch certainly on its way quick. And this one inside again, and we're evened up, I believe. I was going to say 2-2. Scoreboard showing 3 balls. From the windup, Koa works. Swung and missed. Ace strikes out for strike 1. And you get the feeling if the Hawks are going to make a move, they better do it quick. About 10 minutes showing on the clock left in an hour and 40-minute game. The leadoff man for the 3rd time today, Koa in ball number 2, up again. He'll face Koa, of course, for the first time. Taps across the base. Sets up and gets ready for the wind-up pitch. On its way, and takes a swing and a miss for the first strike 1. Koa keeping up his pace. Tries the outside and gets him. Again on the edge. And so 2 strikes early for Cohen. And I believe that's how he opened up his last at-bat, was 2 strikes early on as well. This one comes across the plate, missed, drop 3rd strike, and it's too far back. The fence way behind, so Cohen dodges a bullet, gets on base. And an unlucky backstop here as it's about 20 feet from behind home plate. So out of Cohen's 3 at-bats, he's the recipient of 2 errors. Devin, second baseman, holds off the low outside. Pitch number 1 for ball 1. Hawks need base runners. Koa comes home, swinging strike. 1-1 count, right over the plate and fouled back to the popular spot behind us. So 2 on the second baseman, Devin. As Nico comes home with it, the ball is low and in the dirt. Cohen will steal to second with the pass ball. And a runner in scoring position for the Hawks. Couple of strikes on Devin. He holds off on that one, and it evens things up. Koa checks Cohen over at 2. Delivers a good one, hit right back to him, but right to the glove. Unlucky, and they'll get the out at 1. Cohen will advance to 3, but there's 2 outs now, and a rally needed. The left-hander, Garcia, alive at the plate now, and takes this one foul for a ride. 1 strike count from the stretch. High, and lays off 1-1. Cohen working that lead from third, and this one hit line drive, and it drops fair. It'll RBI the run. Caleb rounds first, puts on the hustle, and we'll get to 2. Standing up, he's going to keep going to 3 as that ball was hit all the way back to the corner. How about the triple with the tag? Down and in time and got him. And so how about the throw all the way in? Head first slide, looked good but didn't get there. Scored the run, but ends the inning, and a 4-1 advantage for Westwood. So top of 7 we go. Grip on the mound for the Hawks. And Ben, the right-hander, the batter, and lets this inside high pitch just creep on past his shoulder for ball 1. Score 5-1. Hawks, the good news is averted the shutout. Bad news, didn't do much but put a dent in the lead. And this one inside as well for ball 2. 20 wind up from 5 and stayed below the zone. So Grip working both top and bottom of the zone, but wouldn't get Ben to bite on either, so perhaps now he'll try the middle, and he will, and this one's in for a strike. Breeze has picked up a bit as the morning has waned on to the tune of about 11:30, and the cool temperatures. Got him on a strike. Ben thought he was walking, pitched the bat, and stays alive with a full count now. So Grip saying, I'm not quite done with you yet, as he works from the windup, and this one low in the dirt, and he will walk this time. So from the windup, Grip will work, and inside pitch, but on the edge of the plate for strike 1, holds the runner over at 1. 0-1 as Nico, the batter, showing bunt, pulls it back, and then the throw over to 2, good low throw by Santi, but not in time. 0-2 pitch coming for the current Westwood pitcher. And Koa lets this one stay high. Santi looks the runner back to 2. Grip delivers high, so 2 in a row just like it. And he threw 2 to, I believe, his first batter the same way. Next pitch was down and low. We'll see if it holds true to a rhythm perhaps he has here from the stretch. And this one high as well, so all 3 balls at the top of the zone. Full count, 3-2. And a walk, as he just couldn't get the elevation on those last couple of baseballs to come down, and that'll bring Santi out from behind plate to chat about it. A runner in scoring position for the Warriors on second is number 10. Bunts one, foul, and he didn't show bunt early, pulled it down in the nick of time and couldn't get the bat square. So 1 strike, the count. Grip delivers, low in the dirt. Santi gets past him. Runners will advance a base apiece, and now they're in good position to increase their lead. So Ryan lets this one stay inside for a ball. 21 from the stretch. 5 comes home. This one hit to center in the gap. Cohen's racing over, but nobody will get there in time. He'll scoop it, fire home, and the run comes in. Into Santi's glove comes the ball, but 12 is home to score. And a 6-1 lead now for the Warriors. So Ryan picking a nice plot of grass to plop that ball down in. And this one line drive up the alley. Shortstop gets it. Throw over to 1 in time and has him for the first out, but the run scored. So Cooper takes this one for a ride. Second base Devin there. And the throw over to 1, but it RBIs another run. So the sacrificial base hits tallying up for the Warriors. Grip hammers this one right to shortstop. Another clean grab. Throw in time. Ends the inning, but damage done. 8-1. And I would imagine that this bottom here of 7 would be the end of things. So time by my clock anyway has expired, and so you get the feeling this would be the end of things after the Hawks bat. And Santi, the batter, lets Nico's first pitch hit the dirt in front of his feet for ball 1. 8-1 the count, and productive innings in number 3 and number 7 for the Warriors as a check swing ball 2 across there. The 1 run, of course, scored in the last inning for the Hawks. This one swung out upstairs by Santi, couldn't find it, and a strike. Koa comes home. This one hit foul down third base line. Koa, good pitch. Santi to the gap, left field chasing it. The deepest ball hit for the Hawks today. Santi will round 2, and it's a stand-up double. So number 12, Troy Wright, getting in the game today for the first time. He'll pinch run for Santi over at second. Marshall, the right-hander, with that open stance, will let the high ball 1 climb across. Koa checks Troy over at 2, comes home with it, and Jaden fouls one back out of play. Koa pitches again, same pitch, same result, and Jaden battling well with a couple strikes now. A doubleheader here for the Hawks. They wait for Pflugerville up next. And this one well outside, and Jaden doesn't have to hardly make a decision to hold off that one. And the count is full. Correction, it may just be 2-2. We'll find out here. And it was, and so it's full now. This one fouled back again, barely misses the backstop fence. And Jaden continues to hang, trying to get all the meat of that baseball to see if he can't knock this run in. Koa from the stretch, delivers, and a deep line shot hit, but center field collects no problems. It'll hold Troy on 2 and put it out on the card for the Warriors. So Nathaniel, number 24, third baseman, who's had a heck of a game, lets strike 1 come in. Troy's trying to steal, and the ball passed, and then he gets up, maybe late on the horse, but stands up and gets it, and the second run across. So Hawks capitalize on the error there at third. High pitch from Koa to Nathaniel. A 1-1 count. Outside swinging though, got him to chase it. 1-2. Hit hard in the gap, and the ball's gonna drop, and a good shot from Nathaniel. He's showing that he's got plenty on defense as well as offense, and a stand-up double for 2-4, and perhaps the most productive offensive batting of the day so far underway here for the Hawks. 8-2, runner in scoring position, 1 out, as Vargas comes back up to bat and lets this one come, pass for ball 1. 1-0 pitch, hit foul, evens it up. 1-1 stretch from Nico. Smacked, it'll go right to short, and a bit of a bobble there, and got him anyway. So runner gets over to 3, but the line drive throw from 4, who is the starting pitcher over there, Jones, rifles one in time. Teo up to bat. Swinging strike 1. Ball was on the outside edge and just didn't get the bat over there in time. Koa comes set, delivers low, and got Teo to chase it in the dirt for strike 2. So Hawks gonna have to put a multiple run inning here to make this one close. A way outside pitch, but it won't be outside enough to keep Nathaniel from trying to get home. The runner on 3. 2 strikes, and hit high. Second base will have a shot at this to end the inning. Scoots over, and it's over his head, lost it. The run comes home, and the Hawks capitalize on it. Tough one as the sun was right in his eyes. You can't blame him for it. So 2 runs here in the 7th. A do-or-die situation for the Hawks. And with 2 outs, a strike comes across Jose's face. And this one low in the dirt, Jose holds off, 1-1. 1-1 stretch, and was low in a check swing. And I guess he didn't come across enough. Next pitch, outside swinging, strike 2. And Jose's got to get serious about things now. So 1 strike away potentially from ending the ball game, and that may have done it, and it did. Westwood wins 8-3, and the Hawks will experience their second loss of the season, and I believe 4-2 their record now, and they'll be in position here to play the doubleheader against Pflugerville. We'll see you guys next time.